It's what?
The helm.
It's who?
The helm.
We're taking over what?
The helm.
I'm a Viking and we're taking the helm.
I'm a Viking, we're taking the helm.
I'm a Viking and we're taking the helm.
This is the helm. Viking Pride. Welcome to the helm, a podcast by ECSU students for ECSU students. And I'm your host, Jaharah Yahaya, a senior social work scholar and your 74th Student Government Association president. What's up, mighty Vikings? We are back with another episode of The Helm. And this go around, we got a couple of great guests with us. We have my girl, Janiah, with us. Janiah, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Introduce yourself. Let the viewers know who you are.
Hey, guys. I'm Janiah Owens. I am a senior criminal justice scholar from Norfolk, Virginia.
All right. And then I got my girls guy with me.
Hey,
girl. Tell the viewers who you are.
I'm Shawntece McCain, and I'm a junior, and my major is business administration, and you can call me Sky.
Period. Alrighty, so I'm glad you ladies were able to come on this great episode with me. You know, this is the welcome back to Viking Land episode where we're just going to tell a couple of the students, new and returning, you know, the different things that we have on campus, what's to look forward to, and just kind of get y'all's input on, you know, like how your summer's been. I know, you know, y'all were VVLs this summer as well, so getting your input on like how it was being a VVL, telling the students like, you know, the perks of being a VVL and just some things like that. So I guess I'll start with you, Sky. Like, you know, this was your first year being a VVL. So how was your experience being a VVL, and what would you tell a student coming to campus or a student who's already on campus that's trying to find something new to do about it, your experience?
I could say my experience as a VVO was really good. Like, I loved informing students about things around campus and things that they might be interested in depending on their major and stuff like that. One thing I can say is, since I'm a business major, I always tell people they have so many different labs in Williams Hall. Like, that's a really place that they're primarily going to be in, and they have like an entrepreneurship lab. They help people start up their own business if they really need help, you know, stuff like that.
Okay, for sure. What about you, Janiah? You know, this was your second year being a VVL. So compared to your last year and this year, you know, what are some different things that, you know, you experienced, or what are some things you feel that you've grown into with not only being a second year VVL, but a senior now and, you know, transpiring with these different students coming in?
Okay, so one thing that I did learn, the difference between the first VVL and the second VVL is the different students that we had. Last year, they were very ongoing, passionate, very forward, very dedicated. This year's students, they were very dedicated. They had a lot more energy than last year. I also love talking to students, getting to know the future students that's coming in as freshmen, getting to bond with them, getting to know that, you know, hey, that even though you are new, you know, you still have a family coming in. We're not, you know, just a campus of just, you know, being here or, you know, standoffish. We're here to engage with you guys, be here for you guys. So my second year, I loved it. I would do it again. However, I am graduating, so I won't be coming back. But I did love both my years as being a VBL.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, so apart from VVL, you know, what did you ladies do over the summer? Sky, did you do anything?
Other than being a VVL, I really honestly didn't do anything other than do community service here and there and help people move in, like help my cousin move in. I helped some other people move in when it was time for them to move in. That's basically what I really have been doing.
Oh, okay, period. All right, that's what's up. You know, I see, you know, you did cross, you know, big SG Road, Spring 26. So, you know, you do anything with that? You know?
Well, I hadn't gone to NCGP, but I do plan on going to VAGP.
Period.
Like, for sure.
Period. Okay, for sure. What about you, Janiah? You know, what other things apart from VVL did you do this summer, you know, that maybe you could put some of our students, our incoming students and, you know, our students already on campus onto?
So So being with SGA on campus, we went to NASAP, SLI. It was a leadership conference, and it was very amazing getting to meet and getting to understand other student leaders. They're what they've been through. So it was very amazing going to NASAP, SLI. You guys, this is not really school related, but I also went on a cruise. I feel like everybody should go on a cruise.
Hey,
Everybody should get that time away. I went to Montego Bay, Jamaica. I went to Grand Cayman, and I also went to Celebration Key on Carnival Horizon, and it was just such a time. And I also, over the summer, did an internship with the Elizabeth City Police Department, and that is unfortunately coming to an end next week. However, the time being there was really amazing, and I really loved the ECPD.
That's what's up. I need to get on a cruise myself, girl. I think I'm about to book me a little cruise trip. You might have to help me with that one. I ain't gonna lie. You gonna come, Sky?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, period.
Never gonna miss me a chance to go.
Okay, period. That's what's up. All right, so we've talked about your experience as a VVL and things like that. So what are maybe one or two tips you can give new students coming in to the school year and even returning students? What are some 2 tips that you two can give them, with Janiah, you being a senior, and Sky, you being a junior, Janiah, could you give some tips on that?
Mm-hmm. A few tips that I can give is never be afraid to do what you want to do, even if it does look like it's scary or you feel like, hey, I'm not used to this. Still do it at the end of the day, because you never know what it can bring. You never know the joy that it can bring. You get to meet new people. You also get, I know everybody likes free things. Going to different club and organization fairs, they hand out free things from school. You get free, a nice little T-shirt. And also believe in yourself, and don't ever doubt yourself on campus.
I would say is try to get out of your comfort zone, because if you stay in your comfort zone, there's going to be so many things that you're missing out on campus. There's so many different events. There's so many different opportunities. There's so many different rewards that you can get for actually going out there and getting to know other people and getting to know staff on campus, because there's so many things that people can provide for you. For me, I used to stay in my room all the time, but then I started going out. I was like, oh my goodness, there's so many different things there's so many different opportunities to do. I almost got me an internship. I didn't accept it because I'm not really in the police department area, but they offer you so many different things, especially career fairs that's in the Williams Hall or in the gym. There's so many different things. Please stay out of your comfort zone. Try to do something new, different, because you will never know what comes with that.
You ain't lying, girl. You ain't lying. All right, so we got some more questions, but we do have another guest, y'all. We definitely do have another guest. We have our very own Mr. Senior, okay? We got Mr. Senior, my very good friend Malachi. So we're going to let him introduce himself. How you doing, Malachi?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
Good. Tell the folks who you is.
Well, I am Malachi Bass. I currently serve as Mr. Senior for the 2026-2027 academic school year. And I'm also a student leader in many other organizations, and I'm also a resident assistant in the new residence hall for the incoming freshmen, so you'll definitely see my face a lot on campus.
Okay. And you're a criminal justice major too, aren't you?
Yes, I'm a criminal justice scholar and a senior criminal justice scholar, and I'm from Goldsboro, North Carolina. So, yeah.
For sure. Okay. So, Malachi, you also served as a VVL, did you not? And this was your second year as well, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, so can you give us, we heard Sky and we heard Janiah's point of view of how they, perceived VVL and how, it helped them out, or how they used it to help other students. So could you tell us a little bit about your experience?
I would say the first year I was definitely learning a lot of things, but also helped a lot of the freshmen incoming, and learning from that experience, bringing it to the second year, I helped a lot more incoming freshmen, definitely came more out of my comfort zone and talked to more of them and helped them, and pretty much wanted to be a mentor for them once they come to campus.
Okay. All right. And how would you, compared to your first and your second, which one would you say you liked the best?
I would say I like the second year better.
Ooh, dang, why?
But I would say why, because it was the way that the campus is, how we're bringing a new energy to it, and it just felt very much better in my opinion.
I get that. I love that. So I'm going to ask you the same question I asked them. Apart from VVL, what did you get into this summer? You feel me?
This summer, I did a lot of networking opportunities. I went to New Orleans for a Kings and Queens conference where all the kings and queens of HBCUs, they attend for learning opportunities, workshops, and things like that, and networked with a lot of them. I also went to the HBCU Think Tank, which is a conference for learning about Black history and learning about civic engagement and bringing that to your campuses or wherever you are in your state, and basically just being a part of the movement to ensure that your vote matters and everything like that.
Okay, that's what's up. I like that. I really do. So, with having y'all still up here, can we talk about like anything new coming on campus? I know Janiah, you're part of Student Government Association, and then we have Malachi. He's part of Royal Court. What are some things you guys have been talking about in the group chats, and what are some things that, or not even that, like what are you excited about, going into the school year? What are you excited about with being Mr. Senior and with being the corresponding secretary, and with being with the new administration, seeing these new students, seeing transfers coming in? What are we most excited about coming into the new school year with?
Okay, so I think I'm most excited about when everybody comes back, how it's gonna be like just so heartwarming, so welcoming. Everybody, their mood, it's just gonna be so heartwarming. But I'm also excited about seeing like the impact that Top 3, which is Royal Court, Campus Activities Board, and SGA, is gonna make this school year, even next semester as spring. So I'm really excited about that, the impact that we're gonna have for this school year, and also seeing new faces, also getting to meet other new people. So yeah.
All right, what about you?
I'm very excited to be in the new environment of leadership that we have, and meeting all the new people that I might not have met during the summer that's going to be coming to us this fall. And basically, I'm really ready for like Welcome Week, the events that the school is going to bring, and just being a part of being in the Viking family. And since this is my last year, I'm definitely going to live it up. So. Yeah.
I'm glad you brought up Welcome Week, because boy, when I tell you I'm ready to get lit, y'all, I don't know about y'all, because this is my last year, Neo season, stuff like that, stuff like that. We got Neo season, stuff is going on, fun. We got some great people in leadership, like we said. So I'm very excited about Welcome Week. Like I said before, I'm so excited about Welcome Week because, I'm a Neo. All of us are Neos, actually. We're all Neos. For the ones who don't know, a Neo is someone who is a new addition to either a great fraternity or sorority. I have the pleasure of being part of a fabulous sorority, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. What about you, Malachi? What about you?
I'm with the greatest fraternity in the world. The fact is so nice, we named it twice, Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Okay. And what about you, Sky?
I have the honor of joining the greatest sorority, Sigma Gamma Rho Sorority Incorporated.
Oh, period. Okay, so we are all Neos. We are all in different sorority and fraternities, and it's our first school year actually being a part of these sorority and fraternities and getting to experience the service, the sisterhood, the brotherhood, all the hoods. You get what I'm saying? So we all just come together as one, and that's the most exciting part about Welcome Week, if you ask me. Everybody coming together. It's like a big family reunion in Viking Land. Y'all think I'm right or wrong?
You're right.
Definitely right.
Come on now. So, apart from Welcome Week, apart from knowing who we are, apart from hearing how our summers were going, I think it's also important that y'all know who to get the certain information from. You get what I'm saying? I think it's very good that students should know where our resources are, what resources we have, and how to actually connect with the resources. Like, for instance, are you connected with us on Instagram? Do you think they're connected with us, Janiah?
Nah, I don't think they're connected.
What? Malachi, what about you? I don't think they're connected.
No,
bro.
I don't think so either.
Malachi, could you tell us what the Royal Court Instagram is?
The Royal Court Instagram is ECSU Royal Court.
Janiah, what about you? Could you tell us a couple Instagrams?
Yes, so I can tell you the other two. SGA is ECSU, SGA. CAB is ECSU, CAB.
Period. Sky, what about I know we got some more, Sky. Could you tell us the other two, Sky?
The other two Instagrams are ECSU Vikings and ECSU BVL.
All right, so y'all heard it best. Those are where you need to get connected Instagram wise. You get what I'm saying? And it's the same for Facebook, TikTok, either one. It doesn't matter. But get involved. You got to make sure you know what's going on. That's really why we brought the helm to y'all, because y'all always say I don't know nothing. So we going to make sure you know something this year. We going to make sure you get the information you need. You get what I'm saying? And I think, like Malachi said, he's a RA. Get with him. Sit with him. Talk with him. See how you can get in good graces with, housing. You could be a desk assistant. You don't have to be a RA. You need to know your RA, though, because if you get locked out, I don't know what you're going to do, bro. Things like that. Malachi, matter of fact, could you talk about a little bit about RA and, how to even get involved with that?
Okay, so first, I cannot help you get a bigger room. I cannot help you get into your girlfriend, your boyfriend room without permission or anything like that.
Tell them.
Cannot do certain things because we have certain rules we have to abide by, and I want to keep my job. So, but with being an RA, your first semester as a freshman will be your freshman year. I mean, your fall semester, my bad. And once you get that, you will have to have a 2.5 GPA going into your spring semester. Then you can apply to be an RA for that semester during your fall semester. While doing that, you will go through an interview process. You will go through talking to the community coordinators and the community directors. You'll also be talking to Bria Webb and Ms. Kellogg, who are the associate and executive directors of housing. And through that process, it is very helpful and very fun in a way, because you get to learn how to be a professional. You get to learn how to do interviewing. You get to learn how to be an actual employee in the system. And the benefits of being an RA is basically you will get paid $500 a month. You will also get a single room. Some residence halls will have a bathroom in your room. Some residence halls will be down the hall or in your suite. And mostly when you work, you basically be at the desk. You also do rounds, and you also basically keep the building intact and also keep your residents in mind, and also just keep everything together as a whole for your building.
So, Malachi, does the housing office, do they have any type of way for students to contact them or anything like that? Because like you said in the beginning, you got the little master key, but you ain't got the master key. So who can they go to talk to, or if they need a bigger room that you can't provide, who can provide it?
Yes, the housing department has an Instagram. It is ECSU Housing. There's also an email, which is ecsuhousing@ecsu.edu.
Okay.
And the phone number is 252-335-3761.
Okay, period. So y'all got 3 forms of communication. I know that's right. So if they can't come to you, they can definitely go to the housing department. Is there someone else that lives in the residence hall that they could go to by chance?
Yes, they can go to the community director or community coordinator, which is basically the residential assistants bosses.
Okay, and it's different ones for...
Yes, there are different ones for each building.
Hey, period. Okay, see, we got y'all. They got y'all, right? They got different... Look, he ain't the boss, but he can get you to the boss, okay? All right. So I know there's some other things. I know students be asking about, how can they get to IT? How can they connect to the Wi-Fi? Y'all got advice with them for that? How could y'all help them out with that one? Where they go for that?
So you guys can go to the student portal, which really has everything for you guys. Just type in ecsu.edu, and you just scroll all the way down and hit student portal. With your student portal, it helps you with IT, which is, the Wi-Fi, anything you locked out of your account, counseling service, BYOD, which is bring your own devices to get it connected to the Wi-Fi, your email, the CAF menu, Canvas, which you will definitely need for school. Also, room repairs if anything happens with your rooms, and reports, so different reports, Title IX report, care reports, et cetera, et cetera.
That's not the only thing we have on campus. We do have a lot of other things on campus. Like we have campus safety. You can even get access that in your student portal. We have, student health services, counseling services. All that is in your student portal. So as long as you know how to get to your student portal, you really have access, and you really kind of already know how to get to all these things, really and truly. However, that's really all the questions I have for y'all, because I just, want to make sure our students are very much known to and keen to what we have on campus. However, is there anything that y'all would like to tell the students coming in? Is there any little jewels or anything y'all would like to drop? Yeah. Any resources that we didn't go over that maybe y'all feel the students need to know about? Matter of fact, I have one. The study abroad program. Y'all should definitely get linked in with the study abroad program. Dr. Scott and Dr. Stevenson are always willing to send students abroad somewhere. If you don't have your passport, go ahead and get it now, you feel me? And I promise y'all, once y'all get that first stamp, you're going to want to keep getting a stamp. It's like a tattoo. Once you get the first think of ink, you start itching for some more. That's how it is with that passport, y'all, I promise. It's really, really good for you. Yes, apart from that, I think definitely every student should definitely look into study abroad. It definitely gives you a sense of tasting how other cultures are and other traditions are, and I think it's a really good thing for you to do.
I would say definitely get in touch and network with your professors. Here at ECSU, the ratio with professors to students are very low, so the professors know you by name. They don't know you by a number. So when you talk to them, get to know them, ask them questions, and they can direct you to certain places where you might have interest in, like certain clubs or certain opportunities that the school might have or that department might have for you. And I would say also just on a personal level, don't be afraid to be yourself when you come to college, and also remember you're here to learn, and you're also going to start learning yourself throughout your time being here. So don't be afraid to explore and to evolve in the 4 years that you're here.
For sure, of course.
One thing I can say about resources is utilize the career service department. Not a lot of people know, or not a lot of people think that career services, is important on campus, or they just overlook it. But career services got me to where I am today with my internship. They help you find internships. They help you do mock interviews. They have also a free career closet, which you get. If you don't have any business clothes for your first interview, you can just go there. You can also schedule an appointment with them through Handshake. If you want to get in contact with Career Development, they're located in Griffin Hall, Suite 500. Their number is 252-335-1103. Their email is careerdevelopmentctr@ecsu.edu. And also for those, who are social media based, their Instagram is ECSU Career Development Center.
Thank y'all so much, Janiah, Malachi, and Sky, for coming in to pour into not only the helm, but pour into the new and returning students that are coming on the campus. If you are a student who would like to be featured on the campus, please never hesitate. Feel free to contact Kaya at clcarter@ecsu.edu, okay? Or you can easily hit us up on the WRVS 89.9 Instagram page, or you can hit me up, your girl Yahaya, let me know some, and I'll definitely put in the work for it. We're also definitely putting together a form for where you could just fill out the form. We'll look into it, and then we'll just give you an email, and so we can get you on the show. But thank y'all so much. Thank you for listening to our beautiful podcast, and that's a wrap for The Helm.